I'm back guys to Trade Pro FX. So today's video is on mastering the candlestick psychology analysis, where I'll guide you and show you how to trade profitably by simply trading what you see. So we'll start by analyzing on the daily time frame. As you can see, I'm on the daily time frame. Then we will go down to the 1 minute scalping. So I first mark my area zones, key zones. As you can see, I'm marking I won't mark on that point. Let me just mark on the highest point. The candlestick, I've already seen it has made a good wick. Now proceeding to the downside, and the lowest point is on where I've marked. So from there, what do I spot? Let me zoom in, and you can see on the daily time frame, it gives us a micro view of how the market behavior helps us identify the major support and the resistance levels. So this is important because on the higher time frame, it carries more significant weight in terms of trend direction and the market sentiment. So you can see this is showing you that we are moving on a down trend, and you can see the previous candlestick was at that point I've marked. So what do I do? Let me mark this area. If the candlestick proceeds downwards, what do we expect? Maybe it comes and fills all that price and closes either inside that candlestick or below that candlestick. So after you identify the support, that's where the price tends to stop falling and reverse upwards. And then for the resistance is the price where it stops rising and reverses downward. So those key zones gives us a context where the market is likely to react and reverse. So to start out, that's how you first do you mark, and then now proceed to the 4 hours. So now on the 4 hours, I will now be focusing to check on the fair value gaps. And I told you these fair value gaps, I told you like that one is they are imbalances, or they are also called the FVGs. These are the imbalances in price action that often get filled, and they occur when the market moves sharply in one direction, leaving a price gap like that point I've marked here. Leaving a price gap, you can look at for the price to return to these gaps for potential reverse opportunities. And then on this part, I see another block. This is the area of consolidation before a big move, that big uptrend move. For the other blocks, those are areas of consolidation before a big move, representing institutional buying or selling. So the price normally tends to return to the order blocks before resuming its trend. So we can see that point. So I just moved to the 1 hour and look how that is behaving. So on the 1 hour, we can spot now all our fair value gaps, our order blocks, our all those key things that we can note. We can see it's on a down trend, and it's almost reaching at this area, which has an order block, but we can spot a fair value gap here. It's very small. Let's mark it there. That's a small fair value gap. By maybe probably before we reach to the 1 minute, it will already have filled that point. So we can now, after filling, you see we will hit that order block below there. So let me mark this and show you what it means. So I've marked it on the yellow so we can see that point. And then below here we can spot another small fair value gap. They do not necessarily mean they will get filled, but at one point they will get filled, because this is a very small fair value gap compared to the one we saw on the upper the 4 hours. And that fair value gap is big, meaning the market might tend to return to that point, and it moves it to the direction to fill that inefficiency. So it's very simple how I normally analyze, and I want to go till to the 1 minute and capture a trade. So then from here I just go to the 15 minutes and look maybe for the liquidity zones or any candlestick patterns or any engulfing candles or inside bars. All those things are what I look at. So I told you guys you need to have your mind, have the smart mining concept on your mind, and whenever you look at a candlestick, you know what it wants to do. On these 15 minutes, you can see there is a very good it shows it has swept the liquidity on the downside, and you can see it has reached almost to the order blocks, which are on the 15 minutes. So just 14 I can see. According to the candlestick psychology, you can see at that area, this area, you can spot that there could be a chance that the market can reverse. Just looking at it as it is, as you can see, it told you do what you see, you trade what you see. So on these 15 minutes along that area, I see that that candlestick which has already formed is almost coming to an end. That 15 minutes somewhere, an area where the stop orders are likely clustered. So above these swings, so any point you see, any swing highs or swing lows, that's where the liquidity zones normally appear. So when the price hounds those liquidity, it creates a force breakout, grabbing the liquidity before it reverses sharply upward, so or downward. So you can see on the 5 minutes we have been confirmed. We can confirm that that is a good area that now we are likely to move up. And what is the target? You see this one, that's an order block. So I'll just mark that point because I've seen that it has already swept that liquidity zone. We can now move to the upside. So confidently, we can see now this is what separates the successful traders from those who struggle while trading you. So you have first to have the confidence to enter in your trades. So stick to your analysis, trust the process. If the price moves against you momentarily, just stick to the stop loss and target levels without second guessing. So for me, this is the area I'll target, and I will just write for you here. This is the target for me. I now believe after just observing that, I'll now move to my 1 minute candlestick. That's the target. That candlestick which is forming currently, I will just now go to the 1 minute and time and take my trade immediately. You see, it's trying to create a very big long wick, but what I know is it will make. So let's just dive very fast on a demo account and try to scalp that on the 1 minute. So guys, if you just look on that on the 1 minute now, for precise entries, this is where I will take my trades. This is where we execute trades with the tight stop process and aim for very quick profits. So with that, now on this 1 minute candlestick chart, on this we can see I want to take a buy option, so I'll just pick, because I have seen an entry there, to scalp for a buy. Let's use a bigger stake because we know what we are doing. So the patterns, that pattern which has already formed there has shown me a crow, and it will just give me a short-term reversal for a buy trend. Then it might return back to there. So that's a trade we have picked there. So let's see how now the candlestick behaves from here. And I've entered on that candlestick as it has started, that 1 minute candlestick. So let's see, let me pick. So let's wait whether it will reach this target of mine here. Let me zoom out for you guys to see. So the trade has started. Let's take that long trade, that long position there. You see we have entered on that point. So what's our target? We first take our ratio 1:2. I told you guys, first pick the ratio 1:2, and then you can push to break even. So if you see your strategy working very well, you leave your what you are doing and let it reach to your target. So by just looking at this trade, the entry will reach at that target, because on top there you can there is an order block which might resist the market from moving upward. So I'll be using a lot size of 100. That's what we have used of 50. We have used 50. Then let's see. So those are the profit levels, the take profits, but for me, I'll just focus on the ratio 1:2. So you can see the trade is moving up as we predicted. So that would be our first take profit one. And let's go back and see how the market is moving at 47.94. Very fast. 1 minute is not over. So at 59.761, we are moving very well. Guys, this is what I was talking about. Just knowing how to study the candlesticks. Study them and just look at them and now know that now we will move on the up direction. This is the best thing you could ever get the concept of trading. When you just know that, you will know how to trade. So after, as I've told you, always stick to your analysis. So I'll stick to my analysis and get out with I have so much discipline. So I'll just exit this trade when I reach that target of mine. So let's wait and see. The market is still moving up that candlestick. Though the same thing I'm doing here, you can also use it to trade rise and fall. So always master these things, guys. Not necessarily to use those candlesticks, those percentages on the DERIV analysis tool. You can just use this concept of identifying these keys, zones, and that candlestick psychology, knowing that now this candlestick will move up for that 1 minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and you can scalp very well. Profit at 127 USD, still moving very well. I'm happy that you can see it's moving very well. So let's still wait and see how it moves. So another candlestick has started forming. We haven't reached. You can see where the target. Also, you can see a small doji on your left side. That's our area of concern. That's where we are to reach. So 163, 160 something plus 177 USD. Guys, this is how you scalp. If you just get this concept, just running how to do it. See my target. So I'll now quit my target. See me at a good point. I've just reached my target. Close and exit that with the 200 USD profit. Very fast. I don't think I've used 3 minutes. And you see the target at which point, and I'm very sure it will just form that candlestick, and the next one you will find they will go down. So you can see today is on 12th of October. So you just go and confirm for yourself. I'm pretty sure after it reaches that small order block there, that one, it will still reverse. It will just have some consolidation there, and then will go down and maybe pick some now momentum to go up in case it breaks the structure. So that's 1 minute. That's why I've exited, because for 1 minute you should be very careful. So on this zone, I know the market will not it will hesitate to first push the market up. That's what I know. So guys, you can go confirm, maybe later confirm and see whether it went the same. I'm very pretty sure for this 1 minute it will first hit that point and get back, and maybe it can come back at the below zone where I can spot another order block. So with those few remarks, stay tuned, guys. Always focus. You see also it has printed a bearish candlestick. That's it, guys. Have yourself the knowledge to understand how to predict the next candlesticks. Yeah, like and subscribe. Bye, guys.